So the starting point for your weekly goals are the monthly goals that you set at the beginning of the month. And your weekly goals are not new goals. They're simply the smaller steps that you need to take to actually accomplish the monthly goal or goals that you set. So at the start of each week, you're going to review your monthly goals. This is also a good time if you want to, you don't have to, but it's also a good time to review your vision and your story as well. So at the start of each week, you're going to sit down and take a look at those monthly goals that you set and think through what is the one action or top actions that will actually move the needle to get you closer to completing that goal or making that goal a reality. And take a few minutes to just brainstorm all the things that you can do to get closer to that goal. And once you've done that, you're going to look at that list and go, okay, well, what are the top 1 to 3 things on this list that would be most likely to move me closer or would move me the furthest or would make the biggest change in how much progress I've made. And those are the 1 to 3 things that you're going to focus on for this week. Each week, you'll go through that same process. Throughout that week, you'll work on those 1 to 3 things. Maybe you'll get through all of them. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll realize you needed to do something else. But every week, you'll do that process again. Really, the intention is to take some time out each week, look at those monthly goals, and break them down into smaller steps that you can accomplish within a week's time. The other benefit of having weekly goals is that it keeps you in the mindset of continually keeping that vision, that story, those bigger goals at the forefront of your mind and not letting multiple weeks go by without you having done anything about them or made any progress or even thought about them. And then this also gives you a little bit each week to talk to your accountability partner about. So you'll have something to say, okay, here are the 1 to 3 things I want to check in with you later this week to see exactly how much progress I've made. And if I've gotten stuck, to reach out a helping hand and say, hey, I think you might need some help getting over the hump with this or figuring out what to do next. One of the biggest barriers often for us to achieve these big goals is the fact that they are a bit too big to just accomplish all at once. And so having these weekly goals and doing this weekly method will get you into the habit of understanding what it means to break down the work that it takes to get to something and understanding how to focus on smaller things that your brain actually can stay focused on instead of this big thing that sort of gets you into the space of, oh, it's impossible. Oh, I've never done this. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start. By taking these smaller steps, you're giving yourself just that much more of a roadmap for success to ensure that you'll actually make progress. Even if you don't actually go all the way to the finish, you can always look back and go, well, at least I got this much done. And at least I learned this by having gone this far. So that's the practice of setting weekly goals. And that's what you'll do at the start of each week during the month.